Hello humanity and welcome to Humanity Ancient History. Alright, this video is about all the books I have read, alright? To understand all these books, the only thing I understand is the wheel below, alright? And the wheel above, alright? Understand? This is the wheel above, the 12,000 years, alright? Yellow sun orbits our Milky Way galaxy. And the Earth rotation around the yellow sun, the 365 days, alright? Okay, so you have to understand all this before you read this book, the Holy Bible. 85% to 95% of the Bible repeats itself. So when you go to church, you're listening to a person who has mental psychosis, mental illness. All pastors, all preachers, all popes, all fathers have mental psychosis, mental illness. They are all stupid people. Alright? So let's keep moving on to the next book. Same with the QUR'AN. Alright? It's the same thing as this book. Alright? Same with the Christian, same with the Catholic. It's all the same book. Alright? It's astrology knowledge stolen from the ancient Egyptians and Aztecs. They took the stories from the Aztec, Egyptians, and the India, and they made it in their own way. Alright? So all these stories repeat themselves. Alright? All these stories in the Bible either start with a 40, in the middle with a 40, or ends with the number 40. Alright? So watch my other videos to understand what the 40 is. It's Aztec knowledge. Alright? The Book of Mormon is a copycat. When you look at any church, at any other temples, you look at the aerial view, and you will see the astrology knowledge in their temples. These are people who are scamming other people. Alright? They're robbing you from your experience of Earth. And it is your fault because you never studied, you never took the time to understand nature. But all these books is astrology knowledge. Alright? For example, all the scientists around the planet Earth, they were taught to think inside the box. They don't know anything. They don't take the time to understand astrology, to understand the truth. Alright? Okay, here, this is another book. The KYBALION. Same thing, astrology knowledge. Alright? Here's another book. Okay? The Hebrew. Same thing, astrology knowledge. Alright, look. All this, just to explain this. What kind of BS? That's why I'm saying that everybody on the planet Earth is under mind control. I won't say not mind control anymore, because now you know it's your job to tell the people the truth, that all these books are astrology, and it's a waste. You know what I mean? It's a waste of. Look, everything can be explained with 10 papers, and that's it. And what happens in the human civilization? All right. So let's keep moving on. So now let's talk about, okay, the Book of Enoch. Alright? Same thing. Astrology. Look. Smaller. You see? It only takes 10 pages. Look, this is the way I started. You see? Alright? For example, in one of these stories they talk about the constellation Sagittarius. Alright? And the red solar system went into their constellation and moved all the planets around, and they renamed all those planets. All those, you see, the angels are the planets, depending on the magician who wrote this book to confuse your mind. And now that when people say, oh, there were like 10 books removed from the Bible, who cares? It's all the same freaking knowledge. Stop being stupid. Alright? So here you go. You see the Book of Enoch, and look what I did. There was a, I think I started doing this in 2016, decoding all this stuff. It's all astrology, you see? So let's keep moving on. The KYBALION, the same thing. You use that, your astrology, to understand this. Okay? Look at this book. It's telling you, look. The ELISH, the 7 tablets of creation. You see, you murder freaking effers. You see, for the people who believe in the aliens and not the other stuff. The 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 constellation with suns. Right? Keep moving on. The Lost Book of ENKI, the same thing. You need to understand astrology. Alright? Let's keep moving on. The Teaching of the Buddha, the same thing, astrology. Buddha, it's a yellow sun. He looks to the east for enlightenment. You see, when you read these books, you have to look at the astrology. Okay? You have to read these books, these stories, to understand everything. Alright? You see? Same thing. Here's another book that I read. The Holy Devas. Okay? Same thing, people. Same thing. Okay? You have to understand. Alright. Let's go with this one. I printed these because I took them to work because I read them more than 60 times. This is the book that woke me up. Okay. The Immortality of Thought. Alright. I brought this book, but since I used to take it to work all the time, alright, it's different. It has the Immortality of book and the mystery of alchemy in relation to the mysteries of the time and space, you see, and the Immortality of Thought Hermes, you see. It's all astrology stories, alright. So I read this one. Everything I read it about, I would say I figured it out when I read it about the 67th time I read this book. Is when I understood it's all astrology, alright. So here's the other one, alright. Beautiful. And I read all these books from the Hopi Indians. You see? From the Hopis. And this, see? This one is signed, I guess, by the author or someone. Yeah, you see? 1964. The crazy thing is about this is that when you read this one, that's when I went, what? Time travel? Because they talk about that there were cobwebs in the skies. You know, like when you look up in the sky, you see the planes with the chemtrails. So it looks like the AIs from the future are going through the timelines and protecting the planet Earth. Alright? From the sun radiation. Protecting the planet. So you have to read to understand. Alright? Now, you have to be careful with the books you read, because this book here, I brought it, it's all BS. Alright? So, it will have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I said, oh, that's the 7 constellations. All that. But these were stupid people explaining what they were thinking. You know what I mean? I said, what the hell? So, and then it didn't make no sense to me why. You see, you have to be careful. You have to look for the real good magicians, then you got the stupid magicians. For example, there's one guy that I thought if I contacted him, he would listen to me. His name is Hancock or something. Let me see if I can go on YouTube, on Facebook, and see his name. Let me see. Let me look him up. Okay, right here is his name. Okay. This guy right here. Hope you guys can see him. Graham Hancock. Oh my gosh, man. This guy is so fucking stupid, bro. And he has all these followers and everything. That's what I'm saying. You have to be careful with the people you follow, alright? Okay, same here, you see? These people did wrong. Here's another guy. Let me show you guys. That I tried emailing a while ago. See, Santo Banucci, he blocked me. I tried to explain to him that there's no flat earth and everything. He started cussing me. He said, are you hearing me, you dumb cunt? You see? Alright? So you have to read everything that he sent me, all this bullshit. That's why I say you people have to be careful who you follow. That's why I tell you people, you don't ever follow anyone. You follow yourself. Okay? So I tried communicating with him, Santo Banucci, You see, look all the crap he sends me, a whole bunch of. That's what I'm saying. The shit that he shit in the toilet, he makes more shit up. All right. So you have to be careful who you follow. All right. So you know, you should think that these people will want to understand the true knowledge, but they don't want to. So you have to be careful. Okay. You read for example, a good session when you go to the library is the mythology, Zeus and all of them. They explain this real good. All right, that's astrology knowledge. You just keep repeating. And here's one of the books that really woke me up a long time ago. You see? The Adventures of Archaeology. And I started looking, and that's what, you know, made me look at everything. Made me look at all the ancient temples and everything. But as you know, the Vatican's are destroying all the giants' bones. They're burning and they've been doing it for generations. They've been trying. This is all about population control, so they can live in their agenda to keep the people stupid. And like I tell people, your education system is fake. Everything is fake. So you try to understand the ultimate truth, you have to study astrology. And I'm saying there has to be good people out there, because I found this in the web, all right? Not like this. I found it plain, all right? I can't find that paper, but it's, you know, I found it plain, and I found it plain, and I filled everything out. Then when I started reading the stories, I always look at the astrology, and that's how I figure everything out, all right? So here's my book. So I changed everything on my book, though, all right? This is a hard copy that they gave me, and this is the proof copy. All right, so I was supposed to say, okay, you guys can go ahead and print, but since I figure out the reason for the Ice Age, I want to update my book again. All right, so now you know we have 10,000 years of sunlight and 2,000 years of darkness. All right, so now you know that we only been living on Earth. Okay, we've been here. We have 5 Ice Age, okay? So that means 5 times 12, because it takes 12,000 years to orbit our galaxy. That means 5 times 12, 60,000 years, all right? And now we're in the new age of Aries. So we've been in Earth for 62,000 years. You see? It's that simple, all right? So now I'm doing all my book over again, and I changed the back as well. Okay, I changed the back as well, and I'm changing all the. I'm updating every single thing in my book. All right. Okay, I'm changing everything. It's in black and white. Plus, I updated all these as well. I updated everything. All right. You see the Buddha. Okay, there's the woman Buddha, and here's the Buddha. You see, so. The serpents are the suns, you see. So I'm updating everything. Everything's being updated. So, you see, I'm always learning, always educating myself, always expanding my mind. So once I get I'm only printing 100 books. Once I get 100 books, I will make a video and tell you guys the book is available on eBay. Go and get it now. All right. So remember, everything you need to understand the truth is astrology. All the books repeat themselves, all the stories. All right? So you really have to pay attention and look at this. All right? Right here. Somebody asked me, explain to me the Earth's 33 powers. Well, you have to understand the powers of the suns. Like Draco is 1 through 4, Polaris, Ursa Minor is 5 through 8 power. Orion holds 2 suns, 9 through 12, 13 to 16. Again, Dog Star Series, it has the power of 17 to 20. Again, Passion, 21 to 24. Hope, that's our relocated in EX, 25 to 28. And Destiny, 29 to 32. Alright, that's number 7. And Earth, okay? Remember, the red sun solar system comes in every millennium cycle. So Earth will be in its 29 power, alright, because that's 25 to 28. Earth will be in 29 power for 800 years. That's no more climate, alright? Now your government saying we have climate change because the red sun solar system comes in into our tree of life for 6 years, 6 months, 6 days. She pollinates all these suns, alright? So then you have nuclear summer, nuclear winter for 200 years. So Earth is in the 33 powers. So the first 100 years is going to be hard for humanity, alright? So now remember, when you read any religious book, any ancient temple, any whatever, you look to the stars, alright? You understand? It's all the same astrological knowledge. So until next time, bye-bye.